You may not ever know your therapist until you start therapy, but by the time you're done with therapy, you're kind of like family.
As soon as I walked in, everybody was very friendly and receptive.
If you have any doubts that this is the place to be, it is. It's the place you want to go.
They take care of you as if you were their family.
I genuinely don't know if he wouldn't have been in this town that things would have turned out like they have. I don't think they would have.
If you ever have a problem, they're right there.
Hi, I'm Susan Housley. I am the physical therapist and owner here at Housley Physical Therapy. I've been practicing physical therapy for 28 years. I graduated from UCA in Conway in 1994. I came back to my hometown of Marshall to open this practice because there'd never been physical therapy here locally in Storii County in this capacity. From working with pediatrics at Friendship to working in home health to helping with the start of the new nursing home down here with the rehab unit for about 6 years. I've had my hand in just about all of it. It's been a blessing for me through the years to be able to serve the people of Storii County, give them a care that they were having to drive miles to get. You know, the patient comes in and they feel hopeless, and you explain to them that we're here to guide them and direct them, but it's all what they want to do here. You know, it's in their mindset, and you work a lot on that in the first visit and talking to them, and that's why we try to make it more goal-oriented to what are your goals.
My name is Chantel. I have two sons. They are 14 and 12, and we live on a beef cattle farm. And I currently have a torn ACL, MCL, and meniscus in my knee. I have been coming to Housley Physical Therapy for my knee for approximately 3 weeks. I'll have surgery in a few days, and then I'll have a couple more months of therapy. Over my lifetime with my family, bringing them here, I know that this is the best place. I recommend anybody when they get injured or anything, I always tell them they need to come to therapy. And the exercise may seem silly, they may seem like they're not doing anything, but they are.
Hey, I'm Dr. Henry Housley. I'm a physical therapist here at Housley Physical Therapy. Graduated from Harding University in 2021. Decided to come back to Marshall. It's home to me. I felt like I could make the most impact here, helping those in the community that I grew up with. It was just a big opportunity that, you know, my mom already had this clinic, and so she kind of laid down the footstone to where I could come in, step in, and kind of already thrive and help grow and help our outreach in the community. And so that's really the big reason why I wanted to come back. That's been really rewarding so far since I've been here. Seeing those family friends, or seeing the mother, the father of one of my classmates, or seeing a classmate and being able to help them in their worst time, help them get back to their regular life.
You know, we're not only selling a service of physical therapy, but you also feel like on a lot of days you're a counselor too, because you're also giving them hope. They've had something that's been life-changing, whether it be an injury, an illness, a disability. And so they're not here because they choose to be here. They're here because they're either needing pain relief or needing, rehabilitation to get themselves back to their prior level of function.
I'm Matt Pinson. I'm 35 years old. I have a wife and 2 kids, and I'm a patient here at Housley Physical Therapy. What got me started into Housley PT, I've known Henry for decades. He knew I had Parkinson's disease, so he reached out to me I say multiple, 4 or 5 times, trying to get me to come do the therapy. And at that time I was, symptoms were pretty severe, pretty depressed, didn't want to do anything. And going from being active, exercising, that type of thing, to being able to do nothing for 3 to 4 years, it was pretty demoralizing starting over with basic stuff. I honestly thought that he wouldn't realize how far mentally I was, like how deep in depression I was, and then obviously the physical issues too. He had went and done some extra training months before he reached out to me about the Parkinson's Big Program, I think is what it was called. And it was a very slow process, even being able to walk normally, being able to step up onto a 12-inch step. But he kept me motivated, kept me doing everything, and over about a month, 2, started getting into a rhythm, started doing things a little bit better, it really motivated me. And like I said, I can't even count how many times that after I would leave within an hour or two, he would message me, ask how I was feeling, things to do to help if I was hurting worse. I don't have enough good words to say about Henry. I could go on and on all day about him. We're very, very lucky to have him.
I don't know, I guess the best word is like rewarding. And I guess it means more when you help somebody, treat them, help them recover from an injury, and then you see them out in the community. You can see the follow-up with your patients. You can see that, hey, they're still doing good. I made an impact. And so I guess it's a very, very rewarding to see the results after you put in all that hard work with the patient to get them where they're at now. And so that's kind of how every day I wake up, and that's what I think of, like, how can I help my patients the most?
And that's huge, getting a patient back to doing
What they love to do.
What they love to do is very rewarding for the patient and for us.
Hi, my name is Jason Harper. I'm a current patient here at Housley Physical Therapy, and I'm 50 years old, and I've been coming here for different injuries for about 2 years. I decided to have shoulder surgery, and my shoulder surgery didn't go well, my right shoulder, and I had multiple problems after the surgery, and I chose to come to Housley, and I knew them from the community. The Housley family and Andrew work the games. So they're involved in the community. You know, they're actually standing on the sidelines if somebody gets hurt. We got to know them in the community before we ever knew there was a Housley Physical Therapy. Henry did a ton of research because he's super smart, you know, and he hadn't heard of all the complications that was happening. Figured out they had taken too much of the labrum off. So they started a weightlifting routine, which I was lifting weights before. It's brought my shoulder back. I can lift again, I can function, I can work on my farm, I can pick up my kids. They put me back together after my surgeon kind of broke me trying to make me better.
I think what sets us apart, not only from just the high quality of care and the personability that we try to have with our patients, is that we're constantly trying to look for new treatment approaches. I went and got certified in dry needling. So we love the dry needle, our patients love the dry needling. It's very effective in treating carpal tunnel syndrome, low back pain, bursitis, tendinitis, headaches. It's really changed the game and how our patients have recovered. I guess what keeps me motivated is seeing the patients get better, watching that person walk for the first time. And so seeing that side of it, seeing a patient that literally came in, could barely walk due to pain, walk out of here without pain, seeing that young athlete that is devastated, he's missing his junior year of high school basketball, seeing him play his senior year, just seeing the patients recover and get back to what they love doing. That's what motivates me.
What makes us really special here is the incredible staff that we have, not just the therapists, but all the support personnel as well. 8 out of 10 people are depressed when they get here because of their major life change. Knowing that we're family and here for them and rooting them on and going to try to make their life better.
And celebrate the patient's victories. That's the biggest thing.
Even the small victories get celebrated.